Hello, my chosen ones, starseeds and neurodivergent. I hope you're having a wonderful day today, as it is in your best interest to always have a good day, because everything always works out for you. With that being said, we're going to be discussing the science of frequency. Now, I know there's different ways that people break this down, but I'm going to break this down in my way. It is no secret that the music industry is very powerful. The labels find you and they decide whether or not they should push your music out based on what you're saying on your music. It seems there became a point that the music industry realized that low vibrational music sells, so they started pushing it on the youth. All the high vibrational music has kind of died down. Haven't you found it strange that you don't even hear regular R&B anymore? And R&B was a staple when I was growing up. So, with that being said, let's think about it. What exactly is music? Well, music is a vibration. Music is a frequency. In general terms, we think of music as something we just listen to enjoy, something to pass the time. But if you break the actual music down into science, it is a frequency, it is a vibration. The frequency passes through a wire and gets to you, or through a screen and gets to you, or through a radio wave such as Bluetooth and gets to you. Your eardrums pick it up and the signal goes through your body and your brain. Eventually, you absorb these lyrics, you memorize them, you dance to them, you move to them, and you repeat them like a mantra. With that being said, I want you to listen to two different beats that I have here. I'm going to be playing them, and I want you to tell me how it makes you feel. If it makes you feel energetic, hyped up, ready to fight, or if it makes you feel mellow, relaxed, and in a state of joy. Let's get to it. Now here we have one of my beats that I named Zayt after a famous producer, Zaytoven. He has inspired me throughout my years in my music production. Let's listen to it.
J Vanny on the tree.
At this point, I'm certain that you already feel the energy of this beat and how it makes you feel like you're going to go into battle. This next beat here that we have is designed a little bit more mellow. So you should be able to figure out how it makes you feel when you listen to it. Let's get to it.
J Vanny on the tree.
All right, now that we've physically tested out this hypothesis, we're going to go ahead and break it down. As you can see, the different melodies and the different percussion on the beat obviously distort your vibration, and you can feel the difference between whether or not it pushes you in an angry state or a mellow state. I'll even break it down further to say that if you actually sing on these melodies, you can only sing in an aggressive tone on one, and you can only sing on a mellow tone on one, because the vibration is already created like that from the start. So, what does that mean for chosen one starseeds and neurodivergence? Well, it's about time for you to start watching what kind of music you put inside of your system. I grew up in an environment where that's all I heard was gangster music and music talking about violence. Occasionally, I would hear some good music, but I had to find the good vibrational music on my own at my current age. Because of that music, if I didn't have a strong mind, chances are I would have acted on the things that the music talked about, which is why there are rappers like King Von and a bunch of them who have lost their lives due to the vibrational entities that come out of these music choices. It's not to say that you can't listen to those music, but you have to make sure that your vibration is equivalent at a balanced level so that way you don't absorb the negative entities coming from these frequencies. Now, you have to wonder why the labels never allow regular people who just want to make some good, honest, enjoyable music go forward. It's almost like they decided to program the youth to continue the perpetual cycle of violence through the vibrational frequency that comes from the music. But I'm here to tell you that if you choose consciously, eventually you will start distorting your vibration and pushing it in the right direction. Sometimes I go out of my way to listen to Mozart, and sometimes I go out of my way to listen to Disney classical music, just so I can remind my frequency that it doesn't need only rap or hip hop music to thrive. Before, rap and hip hop music used to be very conscious and teach us about the world, but unfortunately, now all they talk about is violence and sexual things. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but while you're young and your mind is malleable, it's easy for those frequencies to bypass your defenses and get inside of your psyche. And if you're not strong, you're going to act on some of the violent acts that they're pushing inside of your psyche. So, as I said, chosen ones, starseeds, in your divergence, you have to be careful of what frequencies you put in your body when it comes to music. Music is something that is very transformative, and it actually allows you to create mantras in order to boost your frequencies. Why do you think those songs are so catchy and they get stuck in your head? Maybe you should take some time and make your own little catchy song that can direct your frequency, because you're only going to recognize your own voice. The first step is changing on the inside and controlling what frequencies reach you. Once you do that, it's easy to manipulate the frequencies and change your vibrational state. They always say people dance when they're happy. As I said, happiness is a feeling. And as Neville Goddard said, the feeling is the secret. So, if you know the science of music, you can help improve your life as a chosen one, starseed, and neurodivergent. This is all I have for you guys. Just remember, everything is frequency, vibration, and energy. You have to know what goes in and what comes out, and have a filter. As the wise people say, trust the music, but always verify. See you in the next one, chosen ones. Peace.